Hey guys, it's TTL back with another video for you, and today we're going to take a look at the newly released Corsair SF750. Just been released at CES. We're having to make this ahead of time. It's one of the smaller form factor power supplies, which I'll show you the size differences in a sec, but it's 80 plus platinum rated, which means it's up to 94% efficient. It's actually a little bit more than 94% efficient. It's like 94.5% efficient at 50% load. Comes with a 7-year warranty, 100% Japanese, 105 degrees capacitors. And it does have a zero fan RPM mode as well. Now you can pause here so you can see the lengths of the cables and the amount of cables that you do get inside the box. But they are individually braided. Ones. You can see it's literally a brand new package that I'm opening to show you today. And they are individually braided cables. Corsair do offer the cables individually as well if you wanted to buy like specific kits, and you can get the shorter kits. Little bit of a hint for you as well, a lot of these cables are interchangeable with the other Corsair power supplies because the pinout's the same, and you can buy the shorter kits to, say for argument's sake, if you didn't need extra long SATA cables to go to the top of your case or something. But anyway, individually braided, which is always good. And you can see they're all black as well. There's no heat shrink at the ends. It's a paracord braid, so it's a soft fabric braid rather than a plastic nylon braid. Also, and this is something that I think is very cool, you do get the SFX to normal ATX plate inside the box as well. So if you've got a normal ATX case, you can swap this in. But when I was saying to you earlier about the size of the power supply being much smaller, it is tiny. Look at it. Pretty much fits in the palm of my hand. And one of the things that I do like about it is if you were to put it up against a normal ATX power supply, which this is 160 millimeters long, you can see that it's a good 50-60 millimeters shorter. It's actually 100 millimeters long by 130 millimeters wide, and then it has a total depth of 65 millimeters. Now it is teeny tiny, and obviously it's great for very small builds, but something that I don't think these power supplies get enough notice for are for people that are actually customizing their own rigs at home. And say for argument's sake, you normally have your power supply in the bottom, but what you want to do is you want to move it up to the front of the case, and you're going to have a completely custom laid out system so that you can get more water cooling in there, or move the motherboards around and stuff like that. With the fact that this tiny little power supply can easily still be semi-passive, give you a platinum rating, and still give you 750 watts, means that this would be perfect for someone that was short on space and trying to cram all their components in a custom layout. And the fact that you get all the brackets and everything as well. Now this bracket, you might think to yourself, well, if I'm going to move it, I'm not going to need it. But it gives you a really good template to be able to draw out on the metal or anything that you're going to be cutting. So that means it's all there, and it actually does end up making your life a little bit easier rather than have to search around online, finding them, printing them out to scale and cutting them. So I think these do have a place for those of you out there that are a little bit more mod-minded. So maybe it's something you can consider. They do a 650 and a 450 watt version as well. I think there might be a 550 in there as well. If we have a look at the manual, because some of the things that a lot of people don't actually think about as well is you've got over voltage protection, over current protection, over temperature protection, and even a short circuit protection. So if you were to purposely short the unit out, or mistakenly, let's say, it will actually shut the unit down. You have to take the power cable out and let it leave it for like a minute or 5 minutes, and eventually it will just come back on again. But even if you did by mistake short it out, the short circuit protection should protect the power supply and, more importantly, all of the components you've got attached to it as well. And then, like I said, you can go in, look at the percentage. You can see that's over 93, just over 94% efficient there. And I'm just scrolling through because it's SF600, there we go, and SF450. So you get a 600 watt and a 450 watt option. This could easily run a 9900K and a 2080 Ti Easy peasy, for example. If you've got a smaller system, I don't know, maybe you've got like an office system or something for the front room or something like that, 450 watts is more than enough. I've actually run one of these power supplies powering a 980 Ti in the past, and it run it absolutely fine. It was actually pulling from the wall just above 450 watts, which meant the unit itself was delivering less than its rated power to the actual system, which meant it was actually well within spec. Admittedly, when you get up to the 100%, you're down into about, I think it's about 90 or 92% efficient at 100% load, but they are designed to be run like that. And you still get your warranty as well. Like I said, it comes with a 7-year warranty. So I have chat a lot, but there are plenty of options for you there to think about. You can see the size difference. You've seen the cables, and we've even had a chat about the possibility of this maybe even being a really good idea for a custom mod build. But for now at least, this is the tiniest one out.